Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of The Fall Guy. This movie is directed by David Leitch, who previously directed John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, and Bullet Train. This movie stars Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. Now, the plot of this movie is Ryan Gosling plays Colt Seavers, a stuntman in Hollywood. And after he's injured on the job, he takes about a year off. And when he comes back, things get complicated because he not only tries to rekindle things with his old flame, who's now the director of the film, but also the main star of the movie has gone missing, and it's up to Colt to find him. Now, going into this movie, having seen the trailers, I thought this was going to be a fun, entertaining, romantic comedy with these two beautiful actors framed around the stunt community, because David Leitch himself was a stuntman. That's why we get all these cool stunts in Deadpool 2, John Wick, Atomic Blonde. So I thought that was going to be the focal point of the movie. And then you were going to have these, silly hijinks revolving around Ryan Gosling doing this detective work trying to find the main star of the movie. And having seen the film, I can honestly say it was just that. Let me start with the acting in this movie. Ryan Gosling as Colt Seavers, this stuntman that likes to be a stuntman because he's good at it. He's entertaining. He looks pretty. He says funny things, and he's trying to win over the love of his life, Jodie, who's the director of the movie he's working on, played by Emily Blunt. And their chemistry is great. That's the whole reason I'd say to watch this movie, is because the interactions between them two, especially this one scene where Colt has to get flung against a rock, and him and the director are using megaphones to communicate about the movie, and then some things not about the movie. That's entertaining. That's probably the best scene in the movie. And this is a celebration of the stunt community, brought on by David Leitch and Jason Statham and others who want to shine a light on stuntmen, stuntwomen, and stunt people for that matter. Because a lot of movies that we watch and enjoy are made up because of the stunt people. So I would say watch this movie if you're a fan of that aspect of filmmaking. This movie's plot is not very strong. You have other co-stars in this movie. You've got Aaron Taylor Johnson as the main star of the film, but he kind of comes off as like Ben Stiller as the action star in Tropic Thunder if there was no character depth there. He's just a one-note, cocky, selfish action star. He's in it. It's fine. I get it. The David Leitch has worked with him before, so that's why he's there, but he really didn't bring a whole lot to the film aside from being an antagonist. Winston Duke as the stunt coordinator, the head guy that works with Ryan Gosling as his friend, but also the guy that, Ryan Gosling answers to. He was fun. I liked their interactions with one another, their movie trivia back and forth, and just how they referenced films. And that's the one thing I did like about this movie the most, is you'd have props or weapons or scenes or quotes from different movies, because they're cinephiles. They're film fans, and they talk about movies. And that's one thing I really enjoyed about this movie. The plot, on the other hand, the serious plot that they tried to go with, it just didn't work for me. In the third act, it starts to get real serious, if you can call it that. But one issue I have with the movie is that a lot of characters, aside from Colt and Jodie, Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling, nobody really acts like a real person. Their lines of dialogue are silly and very stereotypical, like movie tropes. No one really seems to care about reality. It doesn't seem like they're real characters. Now, I get it. They're in a movie. It's understandable. It's a comedy. Not supposed to be super serious or dramatic, but it's just like a lot of characters talk as if there are no consequences to be had, nothing to have to worry about, and they're like caricatures. So this movie is fun. It's silly. You're going to laugh. If you like movies and stunt work, I'd say check this movie out. But if you're there for plot, then it's not this strong. So because this movie is a tribute to the original TV show with Lee Majors called The Fall Guy, this is a tribute to stunt men and women. And this is more or less a love story between two people. Check the movie out. It's a fun, good time. Nothing too serious to be had with it. I just wish it was more about the stunt work and less about this love story or this dramatic storyline with stunt stuff involved with it. Because of that, I'm going to give The Fall Guy a C. It's fun. Ryan Gosling does his fun Ryan Gosling thing, and Emily Blunt's beautiful to look at. But the rest of it is just there. It's a nice tribute, but that's it. Till next time, guys.